Hi, my name is Juan Pablo Hernandez Zuñiga. I am Mexican. I am 20 years old and I am studying a degree in gastronomy. And welcome to my gastronomic demo. I am studying a degree in gastronomy because I love all the fields in the kitchen, since the theoretical part until the practice. And in my personal opinion, I consider that the food united us in a very special way, in a human way. It's more than a necessity. As my CV says, the main purpose to my election to make my professional practice out of Mexico is knowledge. Is understand the difference and the little things that make a culture what they really are. It's watch and live in my own skin how that little difference can build something biggest, a unique gastronomy. So let's start. The recipe of today is cochinita pibil, one of the most delicious and important dishes from the south of Mexico, considered as a Maya's treasure. We are starting with the marinade adobo. It's called recado rojo. We're going to do some homemade tortilla and a traditional sauce from the south of Mexico called schnipek. So let's start.
First, we're starting making our marinade or adobo. The most important thing is that red paste in my hands. It's called achiote or anato paste. We're going to blend it with cinnamon, allspice, clove, cumin, oregano, some garlic. And for this version, I'm going to add some dried peppers, in this case pasilla pepper and guajillo pepper, because I want to give this spicy, smoked, and a little bit sweet flavor that it's very characteristic of that peppers. We're going to blend it with lemon juice, orange juice, and white vinegar. We're going to blend it well because we want a soft marinade without texture. So let it blend for 3 minutes or even more. Once we got rehydrated our peppers in boiling water, look at the pasilla pepper is soft and elastic. We're going to blend it our peppers with the rest of marinade. Don't forget to add some salt. In that case, I was using sea salt from Ixtapa. Very delicious salt and more healthy than common salt. For our meat, we are going to use pork meat. In that case, I was using pork ribs and pork shoulder. And we are going to bury it with our marinade in a Tupperware. We are going to message them and let it rest for minimum 4 hours. Preferably 1 day, but it depends of how much meat we are going to cook. So let's go to the fridge. The schnipek sauce, it's a very popular topping from the south of Mexico. It consists into a pickled red onion with habanero or manzano pepper, lemon juice, white vinegar, black pepper, some salt, and a little bit of dried oregano. The first thing we need to do is slice very thinly the red onion and unravel it. Once we got sliced our red onion, we are going to start cutting our habanero and manzano pepper. For the habanero pepper, I recommend to cut it into a brunoise. And for manzano pepper, I recommend to cut it into a thin slices for presentation. And with the rest of the manzano pepper, we're going to cut it into Macedonia. Then we will cut and squeeze 5 lemons. We're going to add some salt, dried oregano, white vinegar, and some pepper. We're going to mix it well and let it rest in the fridge for minimum 2 hours. For the homemade tortilla, we're going to help us with a press to flatten them and give them the shape. It's very important to press it well because we want a thin tortilla. Once we got our tortilla, it's very important to cook it in a very hot pan with a little bit of oil. I recommend a comal. It's a special kind of pan, and we are going to let it cook for a few minutes in every side. Once of our meat marinated enough, we are going to pass it into a baking dish. We are going to add some salt, 2 spoons of pork fat, and we are going to cover it with aluminum. We are going to cook it into oven in a temperature of 118 Celsius for a few hours. After that, we are going to cut it with the help of our knife in a very small pieces. Once we're cut all our meat, we are going to put it again into the baking dish and we are going to let it absorb all the cooking juices. With everything ready, we are starting to make our tacos. The first thing we need to do is reheat our tortillas. We are going to put it into a dish and start stuffing it with our cochinita pibil, followed by our snippet sauce. And last but not least, we are going to add some lemon and chopped cilantro. And this is how looks our cochinita pibil tacos, one of the most important dishes from the south of Mexico, specifically in the area of Yucatan.
And well, that's all. We're finished. I want to make this part different, like the beginning of video, because I really want to speak directly with you, with the camera, and I really want to thank you for the attention, the opportunity, the patience. To be honest, this is my first time doing something like this, so I felt a little bit nervous. But I hope that you will enjoy the video and the recipe.